So, I have decided to embark on an adventure. An adventure of tedious proportions. Basically, I'm going to get over it 50 times. Now, let's part the kimono a little bit here. I've done this 3 times. I've beaten the game 3 times. Since 50 out of 50. I But I haven't done it 50 times. I'm going to make one episode for every completed run of getting over it with Bennett Foddy. God help us all. Alright. Let's get over it. I haven't played this game in months. We got Diogenes here with his little pot, his hammer. And yeah, I'm just gonna get over it. Now, I do have the voiceovers on for now. I'm gonna turn them off at some point.
Best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding, and then immediately dropped food on it. You won an argument with a friend, and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
So, here's the thing about me.
Thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take
I love this game, and I don't rage, like, ever when it comes to like games like this. I played Quap, another game that this dude made, and I don't know, I never really got angry at it. I just wasn't very good at it.
And they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as culture products. In a certain way, sexy hiking is the perfect embodiment of a bee game. It's built almost entirely out of bound and recycled parts. And it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its value. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start sexy hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game.
Hell chimney.
It might take you an hour to get over that tree. A lot of people never got past it. Prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength.
Pro
up and over.
gamer.
And there's a sense of truth.
Oh, never mind. I'll take it back.
Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just.
So yeah, I'm gonna play this 50 times.
In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in sexy hiking.
Whenever I feel like it. There's not gonna be a set schedule or anything.
Obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make it frustrating. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault, as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement.
This guy has a lot to
Your
say.
ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change them. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Just gentle set down. Whoop.
For
There we
years
go.
now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into a world.
My favorite method is flailing until I make it.
Because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it.
Aha! Oh, aha!
Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this
I actually
vast
have not
digital
played this game in years. I'm just this good.
It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash,
Oh shit!
trash becomes the new
I almost did the fucking...
lingua franca of the digital age.
Almost did the skip.
And you can build culture out of trash. But
That
only
was
trash
almost a
culture.
big fall.
B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
Because I love
Maybe
doing
is
this
what
little
digital
skip.
culture is.
This little
A
skip.
monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Alright, I won't do the skip.
There's 3D models of breakfast. Gen X's fanfic.
I'm not super good at it, so it's fine.
Green screen Shia LaBeouf banned stuff scenes on Live Leak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups.
Oh, missed it.
Crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight. In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
The muscles on this boy. Groans even when I'm making progress. I suppose success is frightening as well. Alright, I want to try the skip again. Oof. Mainly because the physics in this game are wacky. So I just kind of do whatever I want with it. Slidey hammer. Oh, made it.
When games were new, they wanted a lot.
Woo! Haha, skip, baby.
Resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
It's a weird compliment. Oh, shit. Ah. What? Yo. Yo.
Now I know, most likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you.
Ha!
Like a baby bird being fed chewed up food.
That's me.
That's culture too.
10 million views. From my getting over it series. When did this game come out? Probably not recent enough.
But on the off chance that you're playing this,
Yeah, what's up?
what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable. What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated? It's underrated.
I'm not
An
frustrated.
orange is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
Alright, Orange Hell. I remember this being like the first actually challenging spot. Mainly because, like, rocks, man. Slippery. Oh, oh, nope. Not quite.
You just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration.
No, it isn't.
Real punch in the gut.
I like this game. But, the most frustrating part from the game, really, in my opinion, is not the loss of progress because I love Dark Souls. It's
Sorry about that.
it's more like, I don't know, the dude just talks a lot. And it's not like what he's saying isn't interesting.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
Just, you know.
This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
I gotta get, like, the right momentum. And I don't really understand fully how the momentum works in this game. It's just, eventually I do it. Oh, hey, I might get copyrighted, actually. Hold on. That's a bad idea, I gotta... No music. Just raw. Raw emotion. You'll be able to... If the subtitle comes on and says this music's playing, just look up what the song is and listen to it in another video. I guess I'll just... Yeah, this is the whole thing. It's just... I gotta get over it. There is a way to get, like, a really good launch. I just don't really know what it is. It doesn't help, too, that I have this Deadpool titty mouse. I might actually have to remove this for gameplay reasons, so that I can get more range on my mouse while I'm moving around. So yeah. His titties are good for my wrist, but maybe not so much for getting over it. I'll try the legit way. But I saw this game played a few times. Oh, that was close. And I thought that looks fun. Legitimately, I really enjoy, like, the gameplay. It's just it's a fun little physics game. I like the jankiness and the weird fucking momentum. That doesn't always make sense, but it's always goofy. And I understand the idea behind it. Like, it's so frustrating because things happen when you don't want them to. Well, things always happen when you don't want them to. That's just life, you know? You just take that hammer and you pick yourself up. Try again. And you'll make it. You'll get back up. You'll try again. You get knocked down. Land on the toilet. Then you get back to Orange Hell. And you try again. Life is just failure and trying again. And then, sometimes, you succeed. But usually you fail. And that's not, like, a bad thing. See?
The soul would have no rainbow had the eyes no tears.
This is the danger zone. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of other cool stuff to say for a little while. It's just kind of quotes when you fall over. You have to make it, to like progress a little bit. Oh, I didn't swing wide enough. Yeah, saved it. You hear that? No, you probably don't. This child is making sounds. But all this game is just careful control over your mouse, willingness to reset, and not being afraid of failure. You can't be afraid to fail when you play this game, or generally when you do anything. Failure is a good incentive to succeed. I'm gonna get really philosophical because that dude was doing it, old Bennett boy, and he doesn't talk a whole lot after you fail, like a little bit. He gets more dialogue later. So now I have to fill for time while just kind of flailing. And to do that, I'm basically going to... I'm not really doing a lot of strategic leaping or anything. It's all just kind of flailing. And that's pretty much how I live my life as well. It's just kind of swinging my hammer around while resting in my pot. My legs all curled up. And just trying to catch ledges. That's how I live my life. It's a good way to live. Balls to the wall. Sometimes you get progress. You make it through. Do something cool. And then you make back to the point where you have fallen, and then you go right back off. I think I'm going back to the beginning. Yeah, here we are. Alright. First of many. This is the whole episode, by the way. When I said I'm going to do it until I win, I meant it. This is a full playthrough. 50 times. Until I get it. Until I get over it. And it's unfortunate that I had to shut the music off, but... well, I'm gonna get over it 50 times. Gotta be in the right mindset. To do that, I have to be in the zone. I don't know what that means as far as playing the game goes, but for me, I guess just means launching myself in a fucking stinky old pot with my water in it. Stewing in my own soup. As I am wont to do. There will be some goofy examples of physics in this game. Some absolute clown shoes stuff. And a bunch of it there is going to just be silence and this man grunting as I attempt to surpass the mountain. Yeah, you know. This way she goes. I've had some big resets in my own life. So, when I'm thrown off of the mountain, at least I have this metal pot to keep my legs from breaking. I wish I had a metal pot I could just chill in, you know? I don't have any cauldrons. Maybe I should buy a cauldron. It's never too late to buy a cauldron. Yeah. So my method for ascending Hell's Chimney, as I heard a guy call it once. I think I watched a speedrun of this one time. Is just sit on this rock and do a thing. And sometimes, baby, it just works. You know. Then you got this wall. I like this wall a lot. It's a lot of fun for me. I don't know. So, the skip. Not entirely sure. Oh, just like that, I guess. Last time I played this game, I had a completely different setup, a different desk, and all sorts of stuff. Now, I have less mouse space. I'm actually going to move some stuff around real quick to get to the optimal game playing method. There we go. I got a little more range of motion. My desk is a little cluttered. I have a Gundam model kit directly to my right that I haven't built. It's a Helgi's Flugel EW Master Grade 1/100 scale Gundam. I have not built it yet. I should build it. I should build it like tomorrow. But I've said that before. The deal with that is you shouldn't build it tomorrow. You should build it when you think of building it. Because saying, I'll just do this later, is a good way of not doing it. It's a good way to procrastinate, to forget of responsibilities and stuff that's actually important. Doing things later only really works if you don't have ADHD, if you are able to, like, plan things. Me, I am not good at planning stuff. I just never had a mind for it. Whenever I think I should do this, typically I try to just do it right away. And with the Gundam, it's basically that problem. Because I love building model kits. They're a lot of fun. That was a lot of momentum. There we go.
Feel within me a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience.
Okay.
William Shakespeare.
Thanks, William. I wonder if William ever had to climb atop floating cardboard boxes with a sledgehammer while he stewed in his own soup. I like to think that he did. Oh, we're cooking now. And I don't just say that because I'm in a big, delicious soup cauldron. Cooking man meat. Oh, too much stank on that one.
That you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're sure to be happy again.
I'm happy right now.
And knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, thanks, Lincoln. Who would have thought he would say that moments before getting shot directly in the brain? That's crazy. This is wild that I can just do this, but like part of that actually is solid. The whole grill should be solid in my opinion. Oops. Let me just give it a little. Close. Pour Me Blues by Edna Hicks. Play that song on your player of choice. That'd be pretty funny if I could just bunny hop, just whoop. But I could never get like the really good one. You have to like hook shot your way up there, just wow. But you can never quite get it. Can never quite nail it. Yeah, I have poured hours into this game. I've only beaten it 3 times. That should tell you basically all you need to know. For all intents and purposes, this is a podcast. But, you know, featuring not much to say. It's the orange. Yeah. It's the orange. It's just... There we go. Alright, I'll try to go on the legit way again. Not to say the skip is legit. It is totally legit. It's in fact much more fun to do than this way, but... You know. If one path doesn't work out for you, you should totally try other avenues. Just because one thing isn't working doesn't mean another thing to the same goal. It's just another way of getting to that end goal. And it's important to try many different approaches. That improves your flexibility. It makes it so, you know, you can think in 3 dimensions. Even if you're a 2-dimensional character. It's just worthwhile for playing, you know? Shame, shame. But no, this isn't really what makes me rage. This kind of thing? No, what makes me rage is stuff like fighting game AI that reads inputs. Like, there's some really bad ones in Soul Calibur 5, King of Fighters, like the older King of Fighters games, against like Omega Rubel, or Street Fighter fucking Trials and shit. I suck at Street Fighter Trials, specifically. Put me in like a Dragon Ball Fighters trial, I can finish like all of them. The fucking Street Fighter Trials, I can finish maybe 3. Terrible. Those. And I use a fight stick now, but, like, I was better when I used the pad. Now that I use the fight stick, it's like, oh god. This is supposed to be easier, but it's... You gotta get past the fucking learning curve of first using a fight stick. And it's awkward as hell. But once you get past that hump, it's supposed to be better. Like, overall. And, well, I don't know. I think the only real answer is you gotta take this slow. Some things you can't just flail at and just smash your asshole into. Sometimes you just gotta really inch. Set yourself down. That's not where I want to set myself down. Just right. I guess that works. Check this out. Like surgery. Like I'm a surgeon. And there you go. And now there's a fun thing right up here. See that thumbs up? Yeah, thumbs up. There's a jump scare there that plays, which is really goofy. Oh, there we go. Not all the way down, though. That was lucky. The jump scare, I believe, only plays the one time. Okay. Let's get back to a good spot. You. Alright, this is more or less like a checkpoint here.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
The only thing hidden in me that wants to continue is my incredible ability to stubbornly not give up. I'm a stubborn bastard. I will fail, and I will lose, and I will make mistakes. But you know what? That builds character, and as long as you don't die, you can try again. That's the important part, though, is as long as you don't die. Because really, dying is the biggest way to fail. Unless you were like a martyr or something. But then, what's the point of martyrdom when you can't even see your own success? I always thought martyrs were unfortunate, you know? They're tragic by nature, but in particular, it's like, you fought for all this. And the message you were trying to convey might have been skewed, because now you're not here to correct it. I don't know what you were expecting when you clicked on this video. I don't know what you thought I would talk about, but, well, now I'm talking about martyrs. There's a hat. There's a handbook. Yes. This is a hard jump to make. I'm not good at making it. Alright, well, I'll go fuck myself, I guess. I made it on my first try. I wasn't kidding. I'm not good at making that jump, but I totally did.
Every wisecrack, every insensitivity,
Oh, whoops.
every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at forgiving. There we go. I was gonna say, like, there's no way I'm gonna make it without fucking that jump up. Like, come on. Gotta fuck that jump up. This is not an easy jump. Like, look at that. How did I do it the first time? That's the question that's going to haunt me. But you know what? That's fine. doesn't matter a whole lot, you know? I'm gonna get off topic because, really, I don't have topics. I just kind of talk. Sometimes it'll be something philosophical. Sometimes it'll be something really wicked stupid. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to fling myself in a pot, you know? There we go. Now. Okay, so... Okie dokie. This is the fun part. It's like mostly blind. Leaps of faith.
Do not stand at my grave and cry.
Woof.
I am not there. I did not die. Mary Fry.
Well, if you have a grave, then either you faked your death or... Hey, Mary, that ain't adding up, alright? I don't know what you're trying to go for here with that immortal bullshit you're trying to send me. You totally died. Like, guaranteed 1,000,000,000%. You are dead right now. Can't come at this with too much sauce. Too much sauce. Because, like, your hammer will bend if you're not careful. And then you'll just kind of go wherever the game wills you to.
You fell from above, but I know you won't linger here.
No.
Your hammer's no longer, your jump is no stronger, but your hunger will tell.
I'm not really that hungry, you know? Yeah, you know? This is just the whole game, right? It's just failure and growing. Learning from past mistakes, maybe even repeating them. Because even if you've made a mistake and you think you've learned, you still are prone to making that same mistake. It's still possible to fuck up in the same exact way. You can't discount the importance of making mistakes either. Because while I'm just flailing about mostly randomly, I'm still going to succeed eventually. You can tell by the length of this video that eventually I succeed. And maybe you skip there. Maybe you go all the way to the end of the video and you see the success for yourself. And that's fine. There's no incorrect way to watch a video, I guess, aside from just having your eyes closed. But I won't judge you. There was a time where I would judge you for something silly like that. But looking at how my life has gone now, judgment is not really my thing. Besides, who am I to judge? I'm not a judge, that's for sure. Go at this like a surgeon. Methodical. Maybe a little quicker than that. But yeah. Red Hell, I think, is probably the hardest part of the whole game. Just those rocks, man. And you stand to, like, fall and lose all of the progress ever. And while it's not a huge deal, because you can make it right back up, there is a spot after this, not too far from here, actually, where you can just completely reset. And that's cute. I appreciate that there's the option to just completely destroy your progress by your own free will. There we go. Made it. Didn't move my arm enough. But yeah, I like this game. When you're climbing up a mountain of garbage with just a hammer and your home where your dick is soup. There's just something about it that makes me all philosophical. And it ain't just the philosophy being shoved into my ear holes by a British guy who made this game undoubtedly to torture people that have little patience. Another reason I love this game. I'm a very patient dude. Sometimes in life, you have to have an exorbitant amount of patience. Sometimes you have to be ready to deal with a lot of bullshit and a mess of tedium. And you gotta just chew the fat and make it through. I know what you may be thinking. Well, or you could just learn to do everything right. I doubt you were thinking that. And I doubt you think that I was thinking that. Because that's just silly. People who do things right on the first try are either liars or miracle artists. Like when I made this jump, literally the first time, immediately after saying that I probably wouldn't. Life is funny that way. There we go. So I'm by no means like an expert at this game. I am an expert at all video games, but not necessarily an expert at this game.
To live is to suffer. To
Yeah,
survive
well.
is to find some meaning in the suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Isn't that guy like a nihilist? I don't know. Don't correct me. I won't listen. Some mistakes are okay to make multiple times, you know? Like getting some facts wrong, if they're not important. Like whether or not Nietzsche is a nihilist or whatever. That guy's dead. You know what's important to that guy? Being bones. However, you know, there's still wisdom in his words. But I don't think living is suffering. Suffering is just a part of living. To equate something that is a part of something to being all of it is silly. Life is pain, says the person having a bad day. I don't know. You know? There's big parts of it that are painful. This pain is one of the parts that are most powerful. It's part of life that people react most strongly to because it's, well, it's painful. For instance, some of you may be thinking, wow, this is really painful to watch. Buddy, you can skip ahead. Me? I'm good. I like this game. I like what it represents. Even if that was just kind of an excuse to make something that is supposed to be as painful as possible for a very particular kind of person. I'm not that person. This game is meant to... I believe the description was literally, this is a game that was created for a very particular kind of person to hurt them. And I think that's pretty funny. But it wasn't for me. This game is not for me. And I don't mean that in a way that, you know, I've already talked about how I enjoy the game. I mean, the creator's intent. It's not for me. Because I like this game. It's one of the only games I play that makes my fucking palms sweat so much because the stakes feel higher than they are. There's no stakes, really. You fall and then you just get back up. But I understand that for some people, it's a monumental challenge. Getting back up is hard. Trying over and over again to do the same thing and attempting to get a different result. You know, fun people talk about Far Cry 3 and how it's definition of insanity, blah, blah, blah. Far Cry 3, very fun antagonist saying that, but, you know, sometimes the method's good. It's just the execution. So when the method's good, the execution is suffering. Well, then you have to try it again. Again. And again. And again, and again, and again. Ad infinitum. Does that make you insane? No. That makes you a fucking scientist. Because that's theories, you know? That's figuring things out. Mulling it over. Describing theory. Figuring it out. Oh, man. Yeah! Alright. Getting somewhere. Ah, the bucket. And here's the snake. This is...
the same taste, you and I.
This is the snake.
It's not ambition.
It brings you all the way to the beginning of the game.
An obdurate mission to
But it warns you,
defeat.
you know?
You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta be careful with this. This bucket. It wants you to swing on the bucket to get up ahead. It's a little goofy because the physics were already goofy, but now it wants you to take that goofiness and apply it to swinging. Yeah, it's silly. The bucket's fun. It's a fun bucket. Yeah, you can get on there, but ooh, did you see that? Pro gamer. All right, so here we got the mountain. So the deal with this one, there are divots in the mountain. It's basically just spin to win.
What about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer?
I'm all of the
I
above.
think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow.
No, it does.
Nor the man, nor the man's hand. And this here is will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Focusing right now. Because I'm so good. so good. So good. Oh, yeah. Ooh, gotta get that good hook. Good hook. Good hook. Good. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm becoming Diogenes more and more. Ah, shoot. Alright, well, I'm back down here. Okay. That was good. That was good. So, yeah, there's invisible divots in this thing that allow you to climb. Like, you'll notice my hammer hooks every now and again. It's just a battle. Ugh. This is like a boss fight, basically. Oh, and a...
Life is a mosaic of
Oh, there we go.
pain. Grief is an interval between two
Whew.
moments of joy.
I made it really far.
Peace is the interlude between two wars. You have no rose without
I'm pretty happy with that, though.
the diligent
I made it
dig your
really far.
and gather the flower. Satya Sai Baba.
But yeah, that snake brings you to the very beginning of the game. But thankfully, I didn't fall into the snake. Otherwise, this video would be even longer.
Sorrow is my own.
Yeah, there we go.
Where the new
Let's
glass
just
flames
keep
as
failing
intensely
down, you
often
know?
before, but not with the cold fire that closes around me this year. William Carlos Williams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You might think, wow, this guy just fell all the way down here. He must be in shambles. No. It's pretty normal for this game. No, that's crazy. What if you had two hammers? And you point one in one direction, and then the other one is pointed in the opposite direction. And then you swing them all around. Wildly.
Oh no.
Let's see if I can do one of these. Not quite. Whoops-a-doodle. Oh, my noodle. Yeah. So you gotta be real careful when you're on that, the ice mountain. It is a veritable boss fight. It's pretty much the only thing other than Orange Hell that I think is actually kind of difficult. Everything else is just like, you know, you make it or you don't. That one's like, you gotta know. You gotta try. Whereas, like, Orange Hell is just, like, you know, be patient. That's why I wasn't really doing super great to start, because the method to Orange Hell, the good method anyway, is methodical. In my opinion. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, you want to be careful. This hammer, when it bends, that's when wacky shit happens. Good thing he doesn't have, like, head trauma or anything. But yeah, this game is, nice. I don't just say that because I like philosophy, because I do, but I also think it's fun that you play as Diogenes, which is supposed to be a philosopher man that, you know, lived in a big pot because he didn't really give a shit about social standing or any of that stuff. He was more... I don't know what the word would be, but he was a weird dude. He apparently lived in a pot, and it was like a Alexander the Great or something met him and fucking told him he was pretty cool. So I don't give a shit about you. Alexander's like, I like this dude. And thus we were all Diogenes. Yeah. And we're back. See what I mean? Well, I mean, I'm not back to the place I was when I fell all the way down, but I'm back here. Just a little perseverance. A little persistence. And a lot of time. But believe me, if I didn't enjoy this game, I would not play it, like, at all. Hell, the only reason I'm playing it to begin with is because I really like this game. Even with, like, the wacky physics and stuff. In fact, I would say especially because of the wacky physics. Just think it's a fun and funny game. There we go. Back up here. I don't know how long this video is going to be. You have the gift of foresight. I have the gift of gab. But, no matter what, I will beat the game. It's inevitable. Because mine is an indomitable spirit. Oh, the present. Let's get the present. It's a jump scare. Sometimes that'll fall on and you can get it. I don't know why Bennett made that, but it's cute. Maybe that's why. I wonder if this has been done before. I mean, obviously, people have beaten the game like 50 times or whatever. Obviously, that's happened by now. This game's quite a few years old. But I wonder if they've made a whole video series on it. Probably also have done that. I'm gonna say yeah, probably, yeah. It's not like it's breaking new ground. Making a Let's Play series of a game with a silly premise. having a video series with a also silly premise. It's not the first time this has happened. I'll be damned if it's the last.
Of
Oops.
all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these. It might have been John Greenleaf Whittier.
I don't know who that is, but I like what he said. This dude is so fucking strong, by the way. You see those muscles? You see those muscles? He's beefcake boy. I like goofy hat. Fuck you, hat. So, I couldn't tell you exactly what spurred my desire to beat this game 50 times. Aside from, you know, the fact that it's fun. But, you know, it seemed like a good idea at the time. And as of now, I still think it seems like a good idea. I don't know when I'll finish this adventure. And, you know, maybe I won't. It's not because I don't want to, but life can get in the way. Or maybe even death. Not to say that I plan to die anytime soon. I really don't, because, Jesus, I have so much stuff I would like to do, but what is life but a series of regrets that you wish what could have been? Or, as that John guy said, what might have been. Slippery ass ice. It's like it's ice or something. Fuck. It's so slippery. Be funny if I could just... No, not quite. There's like a slip amount. Yeah. Just at some point, you'll slip right off the bee. Okay, so the place to be is like right here. Right here's good. Just gonna whoop. No, not quite. I smack my chin onto that rock and eat shit. Yeah. Whatever. Just fucking... It's the most common mistake that I, or probably most of the players of this game make, is just straightening out on the side of a rock and just kind of pushing yourself away from it like a doofus. Yeah, and then you're like, oh shoot, well... Hmm. At some point, I may have to take a break. But anytime that I'm away, I will cut out. Because what's the point in having it just be a screen where nothing happens? Unless there's like a good joke or something cool. like what I'm doing right now. The joke is, of course, failure. People like that. People like others' failure. The only failure that people don't like is their own. And that's fine. Enjoying failure is odd, I think. You can like it. I don't know why you would, but you can. It's not like you're not allowed to. But in of itself, failure is seen as like an all-encompassing end, or just the absolute worst thing that could happen. Like, it's not really the worst thing that could happen. Dying is the worst thing that could happen. It's like it's the only real way that you fail completely is by dying. No, you can't fix your mistakes, you can't learn. It's hard to learn from your own death, I would imagine. But I can't really say for sure because I haven't died yet. Dating this video in case I die tomorrow. There we go. Shouldn't be worried about taking your time. Shouldn't be worried about failure.
What? No.
Because, well, like pain, like suffering, failure is a part of life, and it's an important one. It's one of your best teachers. You really have to fail in order to grow. In a large way. Like that save, by the way?
Oh.
So, don't be afraid of failure. Unless you die, it can only help you. And there's some people that believe that death is just a new beginning.
What?
I mean, that tarot card says that anyway. I don't know exactly what that means. I'm not sure, you know? But like I said, I haven't died yet. Oh, jeez. Once I get 50, I will ride the snake. I'm sure I'll remember that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I stopped playing Cyberpunk 2077 today. Not fully, because I enjoy that game still. But I stopped playing it because I thought, you know, I've had this idea to beat this game 50 times. And I'm feeling it. It's about 1:50 in the morning.
This gets more frightening each time you return. Knuckles whitening, stomach tightening. Once bitten, so many times burned.
Hmm. I really shouldn't launch from this side. Sometimes you fly with, like, the might of Zeus across the eternity. Sometimes you just kind of go.
Oh. Whoop.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was spicy. But alas.
Whoop.
Ooh, that was wild.
Whoop.
Bucket. The bucket worked against me there.
Whoop.
Oop, too far. Gravity's biased, I think. Some get uplifted real easily.
No.
Some get thrown into hell. Ugh, not quite. This bucket's just dancing on this rope. Can't get enough.
Whoop.
Oh, phew, that was close. Definitely want to launch from the... Jesus. I don't have a lot of spring. Definitely want to come in from this side. Hmm. This is the most strategizing I've ever had to do in a video game.
Oh. Whoop.
Well, this is funny.
Whoop. Whoop.
Precision, my guy. Gotta get it. Gotta have it.
Whoop.
Yeah, Diogenes is really upset. Oh, ooh, that's
You
unfortunate.
try to please audiences,
Yeah.
uncritically accepting their tastes.
Mm-hmm.
It can only mean that you have no respect for them. Andrei Tarkovsky.
Thanks, Andre. Why do I feel like this game was made in response to people saying they want an easy mode in Dark Souls?
Whoop. Whoop.
Seems like this is much more the bane of my existence than, like, all of the other spots so far. There we go. I still think it's funny that I managed to do this right the first time immediately. So I remember having so much trouble with it, like, the first playthrough, and subsequently the second and third.
Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I like the snowman's upside down. You were right side up, it would be a lot harder. This is probably the only episode I'll have the narrator on for.
Oh.
Just thought it was important that we get the full experience for getting over it. People tend to just shut him up like midway through. But I like Bennett Foddy's voice. I like what he has to say. Even though I'm not always paying attention to it. Because it takes quite a bit to hold my attention. I do appreciate it. This is going to be like a 3-hour video. It's going to be really fun. So I'm not going to edit it down unless I take a break at some point. I don't remember when I started recording. Oh, that was a little baby hop. You know, it'd be wild if he actually like started climbing with the sharp side. Wouldn't that be better? I'm not a mountain climber or anything, and I don't think typically people use hammers for climbing. Oh wow, that almost worked. Hold up. Hold up. I want to try this new hot. Get out of here. Get out of here. I want to try this. Okay, well. Ah, can't get a very good grip on that. You could totally do that. If I can get like a good method for it. Well. I just gotta hook it. With my hook hammer. Oh my god. Tell you what, Benefati did really well. He made an awkward landscape very, very meticulously. And successfully. Yeah, occasionally, you just fucking... Wong! Just bounce right off. Where did he get this hammer? Holy shit! I can launch myself so hard with that side. Maybe it was in me all along. My bloodline technique. Hmm. Listen, I'm not afraid of a little flailing, alright? Wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah. There. Not good, darn quite. It's totally right, by the way, about the sharp side being better for climbing. In just about every way. Oh, he just slid. You slippery bitch. Click, click. Gotta trim my nails. Unrelated. But I gotta trim my nails. They grow really long, really fucking fast. I don't know why. Why has that gotta be one of the genes I got? Fucking nails grow fast. It's irritating. I work in a factory, man. I want my nails to be fucking long as shit. Oh, I've been sitting cross-legged this whole time. Oh, God. Oh, just like Diogenes in his pot. My legs are not having it. Yeah, there we go. Right back at it. Full reset. I don't even know how that physics worked there. Or I suppose how it didn't. Flailing, baby! Woo! Just kind of show me all around. Here. Wonder if I just like let go of the mouse when I manage to hook it, if that would be better. I have no idea. There were some real masters I remember seeing in this game. Like some champions. They were flinging themselves over the moon and shit.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I don't want to hate either.
Iced tea.
Why would I hate the game? It has very clear, concise rules. Very specific. I have nothing to hate about this game. The physics will just do whatever it wants, but, you know. It's video games, man. I wonder if there's a better way of doing this. I'm not really figuring it out consistently. I just kind of do it. Same with here. Like, sometimes I just don't have any power in my jumps. Like that. I had no power at all in that one. I'm not wielding all the... Like, what was that? It's like I'm suddenly a god with all this acceleration. I don't understand the physics in this game, that's for sure. It's like sometimes you can get yourself to launch. Sometimes your hammer will just scoot and not hit anything properly. Sometimes it... I don't know what causes it to just work. The more I think I understand, the less I do. That's pretty much how it goes, though. I think it's because of the hammer bending. I feel like that's just what causes the strength to just go wild. But unproven theories. I can do a bunny hop. Oh, that's a shame.
In the sessions of sweet silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past. I sigh the lack of many a thing I saw, and with old woes new, wail my dear times waste.
You ever notice, like, the further you get in the game, it's like he becomes more sad, you know? His voice cracks up and stuff like that. It's like he's really grateful that you've actually made it that far. I like that. I wonder what the trick is to this one. Is the trick just do it? Because I'm doing a good job of not doing it. Whoa, God. There goes that wacky physics. You just fly away at the speed of light. Like, look at that. What was that? It's like... You just gotta fling yourself into space.
No.
This is just an area with, like, really bad hooks. Hooks are just what I refer to as parts of the geometry you can, like, hook onto and launch yourself. This area just does not have a lot of really good ones. What with there just being, like, an ice rock. Just slide right up. Oh my goodness. This is a tough area. I only remember like the area right after this, the anvil being the tough one. I don't remember this like at all. I don't know. You find that like new things will give you trouble when you return to them. Like maybe when you're younger, you recall being able to do something with relative ease, and then you go to it when you're older and have a different mindset, and suddenly what you find difficult is completely different. Suddenly that boss in that game is way harder than you remember. How are you able to beat that as a child? Or this dungeon was way harder when I was younger, but now it's a cinch. You always write that off of as just, well, of course, I'm older now. But when something's harder, you think, how is this possible? You don't immediately think, it's because I'm a different person than I was. You always are willing to attribute, like, the things that are easier now, it's just because you've grown. But when it's harder than it used to be, you don't want to face the truth. It's because you're a different human being now. You see things different. You experience things differently. The people we were as children, they would most likely be completely astonished into what we have become. That's not a bad thing inherently, but for some people it is. Are you the person that you as a child thought you would be at this point in your life? Are you who you grew up wanting to be? Or have you become someone completely different because of some circumstance, some changes that life throws at you? Maybe your interests changed. When you were younger and you thought you wanted to be an astronaut, did you ever consider having to go to space camp or get incredibly good grades or any of that? Sometimes the thing that changes us isn't just random life chances. Sometimes it's just the realization that life can be harder than you give it credit for. And that's saying a lot because everyone will talk about how hard life is. Life's really hard. Things will happen that you don't like often. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Can't give up. Because then you won't get to experience all the good that life has to offer. The bad will be gone, sure, but so will the good. And really, the bad is worth the good. Like, by a lot. The good is pretty good. When life is good, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, it's good. Just gonna flail around a little bit. The bad's never worth completely giving up. You'll be tired. You'll be exhausted. You'll pull long shifts in your job. You'll hate the person that you've become. You'll wish that things went differently. But life will go on. And all of the things I just described are more ways to grow, to change, to become what you want to be. Right now, what I want to be is a guy who beats getting over it 50 times. Eventually. I'm not going to do this long. In like bulk or anything. It's going to be sporadic. Here's another one. Here's another one. But, yeah. Be really funny if I found out that I wasn't recording this whole time. 1 second. Okay, we're good. It's just, you never know. Sometimes, you know, just doesn't work. Another thing I like about this game is the mouse-only controls. I adore games that are mouse-only because it means I can use my other hand for my phone or whatever when I'm jerking off to Diogenes Pecs here. Or when I'm reading Berserk or something while I'm playing this game. I really like the one-hand controls. I don't know how I launched myself up at one time. Granted, I never know how I launch myself up at any time. But I think it has to do with when the hammer bends. That's when you get the big jumps. Yeah, this is definitely the one I remember struggling with, though. Everyone struggles with different stuff, you know? Some people struggle with their weight, their image. Well, a lot of people do, actually. More than you think. Like, that hot person that you saw the other day, you're like, wow, they are attractive, holy hell. That person could have really bad image issues. You never know. You never know what's inside of a person's mind, what things are picking at them, you know? That's why I get social anxiety pretty easily. I can talk to people just fine, but what concerns me is just... Not concerns, it terrifies me. Just the idea that anyone could be withholding some incredible, terrible inner sadness that could at any point just pluck them from life. And you don't immediately see that in people. Not usually. Typically, people are hiding that kind of thing pretty deep. But that's why it's so terrifying. That person that you saw, that you thought was really attractive, they could be horribly depressed for one reason or another. And it might not have anything to do with their looks, or it might have everything to do with their looks, or anything, really. You never know. It's a complete crapshoot. And that's a lot of the reason why I have so much social anxiety. It's just, I don't know what's going on in your head. I don't know what you're struggling with. And who knows what'll be the catalyst of your torment? Who knows what'll be the thing that sends you
Patience is
careening into the
foundation of
abyss?
eternal peace. Make anger your enemy. Harm comes to those who know only victory and do not know defeat. Find fault with yourself and not with others. It's in falling short of your own goals that you'll surpass those who exceed theirs. Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Thanks, Tokugawa. Oy. This one really kicks my ass. Maybe I can chip away at it. Chip the rocks so that I can make a more powerful sledgehammer. Alright. I leapt the correct way that time. Yeah. Sometimes you try for a big hop and you get a little dinky poop. Little shit. Well, this is a new one. That's another thing. Like, another good reason to live. So you can see all the crazy shit that life has to offer. There's so much crazy shit. Just all the time. Imagine missing out on all the weird, crazy stuff that could happen in life. I don't have any good examples, but they happen. I don't have any good examples because, wow, this happened. Because I don't typically watch the news. It's probably a big reason why I'm such a positive person. It's because I do not typically watch the news. It's not really a good thing in of itself to not watch the news. It's just... I just think it's better for my mental health, you know? And for me, it is. Some people think knowing all of the 15,000 school shootings that happen in America is good. They want to know, and that's fine. I don't. I don't want to know about all the shootings. Am I sheltered for that reason? Maybe. But, I don't know, just exposing yourself to all the world's evils constantly really gnaws away at you. It's good to keep informed. So just not watching the news isn't really a good idea. Typically, you'll want to be informed, especially when it's something important. But in my mind, if it's something important, well, I'll find out about it one way or another. Just look through the news. Because then you also have to consider, in America, the news is biased in both ways. You'd have to watch all of the news if you want to get the news. Or you could just read about it online, I guess, from different sources. That being the key thing, though, is different sources. Because news outlets are going to be biased. And the best way to receive the news, to know what's going on, one way or another, is by seeing all of the news. And that's exhausting. There's people who are like, yeah, well, you could just watch this station and you do this, but that's not gonna work, really. Just... politics tire me. Makes me really sleepy. Like, actually tired. Like, politics are my nightmare. Anyway. You don't have to be like me. In fact, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should just be you. And I say that you should probably be you because if you're you, well, you're not playing a game 50 times. For basically no reason. Listen, when you beat the game 50 times, you get a golden pot, alright? The pot's golden. It's a color of victory. Wear the color of victory, people will know you're victorious. But, you know, whatever.
She smiled in defeat with unconquerable.
That was really unfortunate. I can't be upset about that. That was ridiculous. Yep. Daylight savings just happened. Live. Well, not live. While I'm recording this, daylight savings just happened. Well, I have officially been at this for, by the times standards, just about a half hour. It's not too bad. I made it pretty far in just a half hour. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I'm not going to cut this, by the way. That defeats the purpose, I think. I suppose I could have guests if they really wanted to sit through this for however long it takes.
No.
And we're back. Back at the bucket. Goodness. Yes, the bucket. What do you even really say about the bucket? It's dangling. Gotta ride it. And not ride the snake. This is unique. I've never done this before. Alright, back up. Made it! Whew! Alright. Nice. The rest of this is pretty straightforward.
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room, and the factory.
Yeah, let's sit here and listen.
Found the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up.
Yep.
In a moment, I'll shut up. Let me say, I'm glad you came.
Thanks.
Oh.
Oh. Alright. Well, that was just stinky. The tower. Oh no! Alright. Come on, Diogenes, you and me, buddy. We've conquered this whole thingy. Whatever the fuck it was. We will not be defeated. At least not like this. Okay. Whew. Need to calm down. I'm getting too excited. It's making me miss input. God damn it. Oh no. Oh god. Let's not do that. Woo! Come on. Oy. Oh, this tower. Ay, ay. Alright. No, god damn it! Alright. Now that I've made it to the end, this is when I start to get impatient. So I'm like, alright, I did it. But I didn't do it yet. And it's just launching me off. Shoot. Isn't that goofy? How that works? Because suddenly there's all these fine little points. These little areas that'll just screw you up. I could go sailing right off the side at any point from some ridiculous launch. Like that. I hit myself down.
No. No.
How do you think Diogenes feels? Like Sisyphus, eternally moving the rock up the mountain. Diogenes eternally climbs the mountain of philosophy, trying to understand where he's going and where he's come from. All this really comes down to is I just gotta stop. I gotta stop treating it like it's the side of a building from way earlier, right after Hell Chimney. Because it's got a little wackier geometry. I haven't found the proper way to launch myself up yet. What is this? Shopping cart. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck you, shopping cart. Good lord. Alright. Nope, no, not that way. That. Oh, okay. Alright. Instead of hooking onto anything, it just kind of whisked me away to another dimension. Alright, tower. Don't think I'm giving up yet. It'd be really funny if, like, the power went out. Just as I'm about to surmount this challenge. For the 4th time. This isn't my first time. Oh no! Gotta get like a good momentum going. Nope. I bonked on the side of it. Nope, bonked on the side of it again. Hmm. Nope. The side of it. There we go. And we did it. Oh, wait, hold on. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. In fact, we might have very not done it. Go. Up, 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 up. Yeah, there we go. Whew! Can you imagine? I'm going. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Well, got over it. Here comes another rock. And sploosh.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give it to you with all my love.
And that's the first victory of getting over it. Bennett Foddy. I don't know how long this video is. I don't know how long the other ones will be. But I do know that guy's name is Gabe Cozillo, and that's pretty pretty good. Oh, all the music is public domain? Whoops. Well. Goodness. It's been a while since I wrote anything by hand. This is making my fingers hurt. If you enjoyed this game, I bet you'll also enjoy the game that inspired it, Sexy Hiking by Jazzwell. A free game you can still find at his website, jazzwell.wz.cz. You might also enjoy Punishment by Messoff, Desert Golfing by Justin Smith, Rain World by Video Cult, Zip Zap by Philip Stollenmeyer, Golden Tee Golf by Incredible Technologies, Astamania by Balaz Raza, Bivovac Ski Stunt, shoutouts to... Okay, yeah. We got over it. In an exceptional manner, if I might add. Yes. I read the credits. Sorry about that one time when you got all the way to the top and fell all the way to the bottom. Yeah, you know. "2017. One down. 49 to go. Top of the mountain. Alone. Come inside and say hello. I am, in fact... Oh, wow, that took 2 hours. Yeah, 4th win, but first official. Okay. I am recording this, so... that's for the other people. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay, so... Music will go back up. Voiceover. Go back down. So, for the future ones, it'll just be the music. Music and my voice and the sound effects. And I think that's a good first one. If you made it to the end, I salute you. If you skipped to the end, well, thanks for stopping by anyway. Whew.